Okay, here I am again. Today's the 24th of April, and I just wanted to, because I checked, I actually didn't know this, but I only found out about a week ago or so that the actual thing, what I called bouffe, which I actually have those at home, I didn't know, but that in English it's called buff. So must be quite intriguing when you don't really know what one is talking about. When you see the spelling BUFF, everybody in English-speaking world knows that that's buff, but now I know it as well. And that's the thing that we use to put around our mouth and nose to protect ourselves, or even add a tissue, paper tissue, if we want to have more protection. But that's just the first thing about the actual buff to be added from yesterday. The other thing is, yeah, as I said, yesterday was the first check at the border. But well, three cars or two cars in front of me, they stopped checking, and then I was able to drive through. But I stopped and I asked the border control agents about the papers that one needs, because there were different information that I got from people in work who actually needed 2 or 3 forms, and so I checked, and initially the border control agent wasn't sure, and actually said no, you need a second one, and then I said I was talking to the prefecture in the Moselle, and then the person said, okay, well, I'll be getting my boss, he's just there, my superior, he's just there. And the superior, when I asked him, he said, no, it's just one form that you need, and that's this one, or the French equivalent one, that is filled in by your employer, or that you fill in and your employer signs, the name on it, address on it, and obviously name and address of the employer, and that's good enough. Just to be sure, the people that are driving across the border, this is from France to Luxembourg, or from Luxembourg to France. If you're working in Luxembourg, you need that paper filled in by your employer. But if you are delivering from Luxembourg to France, or if you're delivering from France to Luxembourg, you need a specific paper that they call a derogation. So it's a proof that you are allowed to drive into that country, either Luxembourg or France. You actually need it as well when you're driving through France, and you have to write in, fill in your name, your address, your birth date, and why are you going through. That could be shopping, could be job, could be doctor visit, or whatever. But you need it. If you don't have it, it's 139 euros, and they're quite strict at it. So you better have it. And there are checks, and they can check everywhere. They don't just check at the border. They can check anywhere they want, and they do. So I have a little video passage that I filmed yesterday that I will just show you at the end of this short little piece. So just think about that. Now, the other thing is, over the last couple of weeks, I've been trying different brews, different beers, different alcohols. This is actually a new one. I'm quite limited at this time, because there's only one shop where you had a pretty good selection. So this is the Crafty Brewing Company Irish Lager. It's from County Kildare, brewed in Ireland. So we'll see what it's like. So you can see and enjoy as well the beer coming in. I actually said just before that the people, they must think that I'm an alcoholic with all the drinks that I'm consuming. But I enjoy it. It's I've never been drunk in my life, but I do like good whiskey, good wine, and sometimes a beer. So we'll see. Yeah, it's nice. It's pleasant. It's a little more bitter than what I like. I usually like the Bière Blanche, the white beer, but this one is okay. And so the normal stuff. As always, stay safe, stay home, and God bless. And this is the border control between Luxembourg and France, where the French border control are checking if you're respecting the confinement, and they were just finishing up.